What's up, folks? How's it going? Milkman L here. Happy hump day. Hope your week's been going okay so far. Sorry I missed Sunday, man. My baby's been kicking my ass. Speaking of ass kickings, I received one of those on Monday as well when I was on call. That was not my favorite. Not my favorite. Worst call I've had in a while. So I'm still kind of recovering from that. In other news, it is allergy season. It is allergy season here in Kansas City. And man, am I paying the price for that. Holy shit. But I'm here anyway, in all of my nasal, runny, congested glory. Woo! Hell yeah, let's go. That's my dedication to the craft. Tired, congested, allergic, and yet here I sit. Here I sit, ready to entertain and play some games. And talk about all sorts of random stuff. Who knows? Who knows? Oh man. Well, on that note, this character is going well. It's going very well. But I have other ideas that I would like to push forward. And I don't know what the end for this one is going to be. Maybe I gain a couple more levels and graduate into a large cluster jewel here? I don't know. 91 is pretty high for me. That's usually kind of where I stop. Maybe 92, 93 is usually where I stop with my successful characters. But yeah, I have a couple ideas that I want to do. One of them is the Bladefall Totem and then Blade Blast Hierophant that I showcased at the beginning of the season as one of my potential league starters. I was thinking about doing that. But the other one is an idea that I sort of had in the middle of the day today, which is an Ice Shot Occultist. Which let me bring that up here real quick. I'm gonna close Path of Building out because I was working at this I was working on this at work. What the fuck? Don't say. And I think this, like, I put a fairly small amount of effort into this, I would say. It's a bit beyond simple brainstorm, but not much. Not much. So I need to shave a couple points out of this. But as you can see, 1.2 million damage and get some. I don't think I geared it out either. Yeah, so this is kind of like, you know, 2/3 geared, sort of. So there's a lot of headroom there. And realistically, I'd probably have to cut about 8 points out of this to see, like, you know, what an actual tree would look like for me. But basically, it's Ice Shot, it's crit Ice Shot, takes advantage of Eye of Malice to lower resistances and bolster damage. And I had a Heat Shiver in here. Ah, yeah. So if you switch Heat Shiver in, it's more damage, but really not that much more. And the defensive capabilities of Eye of Malice are way better. Like, the extra evasion and energy shield are kind of a big deal, so I kind of like that better, I think, honestly. And it's not quite as conditional as Heat Shiver is either. This is just like, always you have a shitload of extra damage, and Heat Shiver is like, usually you've got a lot. So, and I might not be freezing all that well. I don't know though, 334,000 average damage is not bad. So, I was thinking about that, and just sort of on a whim, you may have seen this flash by. Oh, yeah, this is actually the live game. I just, like, was looking for a bow, and this popped up. This was 40 Chaos, which I'm not, like, I've literally never played a bow build before other than Scourge Arrow, which was a lot of fun. But that was probably 3 years ago. And, I mean, this seems pretty good, right? Like, this seems like a hell of a bow for 40 chaos. So, I just picked it up. I was like, okay. And it didn't have the phys damage on it, so I crafted that physical damage on it. Looks pretty good to me. And I think this was actually using this bow. No, it was not. That's using this bow. So the differences. It's a little bit less than a, what, 670 DPS, phys DPS bow. So this is actually, I don't know how much that is. Total DPS 716. So 716 DPS bow. I don't know. Seemed like a decent deal. And we could push that a little higher depending on what the fates give us on the tree, on the crucible tree. So why don't we do that? Why don't we find that out? So yeah, we've the other things that I wanted to talk about tonight, Sudan. Apparently there was like a bio lab broken, like, that's sort of changed hands during all the fighting in Sudan. And there was kind of some concern over whether that was going to cause major problems or not, like if somebody might use some of the diseases that was contained in it. It was like a disease research lab, as I understand it. And some folks seem to think that that might be weaponized. Monsters can't be stunned. Yep, that'll do. That'll do.
I'm ready and not before.
Let's get some essences in there. Love it. I'm gonna need to get some more scarabs here very soon. That's my Keurig mission. I still have like a couple maps that I haven't completed. But yeah, Sudan, that's a huge clusterfuck. So we'll talk about that, and then also kind of weirdness with babies, because that's what's consuming my life right now. So you get to hear about it. And maybe we'll perfect this character a little bit, because I've got a little currency. Oh, you know what I need to do, though? After I run this map, I need to lower the price of my stuff in trade, so I can actually sell it. Oh, whoa, God. What the fuck? Had my hand on the wrong place on the keyboard. Ow! Oh, well, that's not a good way to gain levels, is it? Run into a pack of stuff and not attack. Okay, let's try that again. That was a bit of a rocky start for the evening. Oh, God. Please help me. Oh, God. Yeah, so in case you're unaware, the way this build works is you basically just run around, cast Convocation when you run up on a mob, and blow up your stone golems. And you don't have to channel, so like the Maw of Mischief skill, what is it called, Death Wish? Yeah, Death Wish is technically a channeling skill, but I really don't ever do that unless I'm trying to kill a hard target. It's just one-tapping it and blowing up a golem is plenty. So I'm gonna ID that, maybe. Nope, don't need that shit. Let's move on. So yeah, I have a Wave of Conviction for debuffs, and I eventually will anoint my amulet. So I need to get sort of a amulet that's a little bit more valuable. I'll anoint an amulet with Whispers of Doom, so I can use Elemental Weakness, and what else did I have on there? Flame Surge. So that'll be a substantial damage boost for me. But my damage isn't exactly suffering at the moment, so I haven't really gone out of my way to make that happen. But that is a coming. Here, I'm gonna clear out the area here in case I need to run like a pansy. Let's see. Cover enemies in ash. Do different evasion rating? Yeah, that's kind of a blank for me, basically. Because I just blow you up. You can't dodge my shit. Alright. So we're gonna see a hope for an awesome tree, because that would be super sick. Super sick. They come out with this crazy ass bow. Brutal. Okay, all the way into lethal. Let's do this. So, watch me channel and damage the living shit out of these guys, I hope. At least that's the plan. Oh, damn it. Yeah. These guys are tough. All these forged monsters are serious bitch. Okay, round one. Oh, that's not cool. That is not cool at all. Yeah, having the monsters that pop up from the ground from the forge is just bullshit. At least that one doesn't have any, like, weird resistance to ignite or anything that'll keep me from killing it, so that is merciful. I can just sort of run in a circle and tag it when it pops up, and hopefully I won't have to do that for very long. There we go. Oh, hey, there's another one. Are you dead? Not yet. There's the other guy. I had a soul eater one of those once, and that was not fun. I did manage to kill it though. Hey. Get over here. I'm gonna kill this guy. Fire and ignite resistant. Perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Oh god. So in case you're wondering why I'm summoning all these skeletons, beyond just being meat shields, Maw of Mischief, or Death Wish, I guess I should say, gives you bonus damage for each minion that you kill, in addition to doing more damage based on how much life they have. So that's why I'm just sort of feeding them to my channeling. This might take a second. I'm gonna earn this bow. Oh, tree. Jesus. Ow. Ow! Yeah, so when the stone golems are up, I have ridiculous life regeneration. I don't even know how much it is. It's gotta be over 1,000. Don't have much, like, energy shield recharge, though, which is definitely a weakness for the build. So, like, if I take kind of sustained damage, my energy shield drops, and it doesn't really recharge all that fast, as we can see there. So I wish, I kind of, like, I tried to figure out ways to handle that, and if you guys have any solutions, I am more than happy to accommodate those. But Leech doesn't work because the explosion from the minions doesn't count as your damage, which I thought it would. If it did, that would be freaking ridiculous. This character would be off the charts awesome. Which I guess maybe is why it doesn't. That was really close to death. Come on, there you go. Ow, ow. You dead yet? Alright, there we go. Got it. Oh. What was that? Alright. We have to wait till after the map to look at it. We got business to attend to. Nope, usually one ignites enough to nuke most essences. Maybe I didn't pull it off all the way. Yeah, so sort of awkward gameplay. Since you do have to wait for the golems to show up and do their thing, but not too bad. I could certainly think of worse. This build is definitely a lot more button heavy than I had originally anticipated it being, which is okay. You kind of get used to it, but it is definitely not a one-button build for those of you looking for something super easy to do. However, it is crazy cheap, because I still don't have a 6th link. I'm level 90... No, what am I, level 91? Yeah, 91. And don't have a 6th link. Because you just don't need it. I guess in theory you could, like, I don't even know what you would do. I don't even know what you would put on here. That's a 6th link, because the, your damage is all in your helmet. Right. Boop. Brass strike. There you go. See you bitches later. Let's see. Nope. Don't care about that. Don't care about that at all. Alright, what do we got over here? Nearby enemies are hindered. Maps are duplicated. I don't know if I like... Oh, yeah, Scorch is fine, because I am not affected by elemental ailments. Yeah, so another long-term goal for this character is to get elemental ail immunity through that jewel, storm something? What is it called? Storm binding, or... God, what is it called? Oh well, a second. The jewel that makes all of your chance to avoid elemental ailments equal to your chance to avoid being shocked. And I already have a 100% chance to avoid being shocked on my gear in preparation for using that. So, well, shit, guess I'm glad I chose the maps are duplicated thing. Wow. Nice. Let's see. I need to just, like, sack up and pay for an enlighten. Damn it. Storm something. What is it? Currency, no. Jewels, Storm Shroud. There we go. How much is it? What? Oh, it's. I probably have some weird search thing on it. Yeah. Yeah, 4 div. That's way more than I have, but it's doable. If I get aggressive about selling some stuff, some of my more expensive items, that's definitely doable. Which I will do in just a second. That's a mission for immediately after this map. We're also going to look at some of the articles out of Sudan, because I think that's kind of interesting. Like, I don't really think of Sudan as a place where biological research is exactly thriving. But I also didn't know that Khartoum, which is the capital of Sudan, in case you didn't know, I didn't know that Khartoum has 5.5 million people in the metro area. Which is kind of freaking insane, in my opinion. I had no clue. Targeted by a meteor when you use a flask? Dude, I don't like either of these. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, oh, oh. And of course, I draw the, like, gigantic-ass minions. There we go. Run away! Run away! From the resistant minions. Oh god. Alright, let's fire this up. So on my Atlas tree, I have Blight, Abyss, and Essences. And that has gone very well. Blight maps are great on this character. Because I pretty much just set up to, like, stun lock everything, and never moves. And I just sit there and ignite it, and it explodes all the shit around it. So, can't complain. Ignite Prolif is a really good thing for life. Really, really good. What? Oh shit! Well, no wonder I lost. Whoops. I'm tired, okay? Leave me alone. Did not realize they had another way of getting to me. Clever dude. Okay. Let's go kill some Abyss monsters and pick up a Midst div card. I don't know what that does. Ah! So much shit. Trying to get to a safe spot to cast some skeletons, but that was not happening. Okay. Yeah, so Abyss is great because you can kind of wait for it to spawn a little bit and then just like everything explodes. Great. Oh, there was some dudes in here. That's cool. Eldritch spawn. I love that. It's so satisfying. Yeah, so one of the things that I'm really looking forward to with that occultist, which I think is probably what I'm going to do as my next build. One of the things I'm looking forward to is taking advantage of Vengeant Cascade, which makes all your projectiles return to you. I think that is crazy awesome. It's going to be chaos, but I will take it. There you go. Take that. Nothing good there. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was like, why are these not dying? It's because they have 80% extra fire resist and more maximum fire resist too. Wonderful. So I guess if I want that, just thinking if I want that jewel, the Storm Shroud, I need another jewel slot. I don't know how I'm gonna get that. Might have to, you know, I was thinking I might swing into like a large cluster jewel, but then I'll probably lose endurance charges, and that's not so good. Eldritch minions gain armor? Sure. That is a blank. That is a blank on me. Let's see. Don't blink. So the ones that you want to use Remnant of Corruption on, ideally, that turn into like the insane, super valuable essences are, let's see if I can get this off the top of my head. Misery, Envy, Scorn, and Dread. It's MEDS, meds. So that's really easy for me to remember. But I also will use it on ones that have like multiple shrieking essences, even if it's not those, just to try and turn it into deafening. Alright, well that was a rather productive map. Let's put some of that stuff away. Oh yeah, we gotta see what we got on the tree there. What did we get on the Crucible tree? Please be awesome, because that's probably the bow I'm gonna use. Oh. Oh, wait a second. I never got my, cock tease. Never got my Abyssal Jewel from the, Abyss. And that, I've found, is worth looking for. Wait, maybe I didn't. Did I not complete the Abyss? It was over here somewhere, wasn't it? Huh. Oh well, bummer. Alright, drum roll please. Oh wait, no, I have to sell stuff. that, sweet. Now, what did we get? Global damage. Okay, that's a strong start. Increase it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ooh, do I want that? I don't know that I want that. What's this? Increased explicit physical and chaos damage. Oh, maybe I should just go with brittle, huh? Instead of freezing and chilling stuff? Wow. Oh man, so what's this? Hatred has increased effect. Wow, both of these are... Oh, that's not good for me, but... Holy shit. Okay. 30% increase. Because the weakness of this bow is attack speed. Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. Holy shit, that's good. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna spend some time building this up. Wow. 12% chance to inflict brittle. Let's see, was I depending on chill for anything? I don't think so, right? I mean, it's a nice defensive layer, but... Yeah, I don't think so. Shoot. Wow, okay. I'm a little worried about using Hiri's Ire. I think, I'm gonna be way too vulnerable to physical damage. So, I don't know. I may switch into Lightning Coil, because I've got Taste of Fate. Oh my god, though. The 10% extra Fizz modifiers. So, that'll be... What? So 6 extra base Fizz damage on average. No. What am I thinking of? Yeah, 6 extra base Fizz damage. And 17% increased. That's pretty freaking cool. Okay. Wow. That went well. That went really well. Alright. Sudan. Here we go. Triangle Strategy. This was a game recommended to me last stream that apparently is very Final Fantasy Tactics-ish. It looks awesome. I wish I had more time to play this stuff. Oh, it's available for Windows. I thought it was a Switch game. Okay. Wow. Well, I'll have to pick that up. Alright. Moving on. Sudan! Bio Lab. Sure, that's all I'm gonna do. Here we go. World Health warns of biological hazard at seized lab. Oh, and I just thought of this. I wanted to answer a question live that somebody asked in Discord, by the way. He's a new resident. So if you're watching this, Bodega Boy, or Bodega Man, excuse me. You've graduated from intern year. You're now Bodega Man. Then your time is now. Let me know. Let me know if you're watching. So yeah, high risk of biological hazard at a laboratory caught up in the conflict in Sudan. So in case you live under a rock, what's going on in Sudan is basically civil war. So there's the military and some like resistance organization is fighting for control of Khartoum, which is their capital city. So the Rapid Support Forces is that military, or I mean the rebel force. So, yeah, that's happening. And last I heard, it was kind of unclear who actually controlled this lab and what either faction would do with it. You know, if they did indeed have control, if anything. I am pretty skeptical that either one of them would have the ability to like weaponize what's there, even assuming that there is some sort of like biological agent that is weaponizable, you know, whether it's some like extremely virulent, you know, deadly disease or whatever. The chances that either of these forces could turn that into a worldwide problem is probably pretty low. But it's still, you know, given that we've just come off the ass end of a pandemic that killed millions of people worldwide, it's maybe poking the wound with a sharp stick a little bit to have something like this happen. So let's see some details here. So it's unclear who's behind the occupation of the National Public Health Laboratory. Blah, blah, blah. Range of biological and chemical materials are stored here. Holds measles, cholera, as well as other hazardous materials. So that's, like, kind of irrelevant to us, right? Everybody in the US is vaccinated. Well, everybody with a brain is vaccinated in the US. So lack of power is also depleting stocks of blood bags stored at the lab. Okay, so it's also like a blood storage at the risk of spoiling. Yeah, so blood products don't like warmth. They are very finicky, and they go bad fast. So, you know, if there's no power there, they're not keeping that shit's done. It's contaminated. I guarantee it. I've forgotten how long you can have blood at room temperature before it's considered, you know, like hazardous. Like bacteria will grow in it, but it's not long. It's a couple hours. And then you have things like platelets, which they actually have to store at room temperature or else they aggregate and are useless. So basically like infusing clots in people if you don't. So that platelets go bad like pretty much immediately. Like they are very difficult to store well. And you have to have them on this like little shaker table. It's like this table that mechanically like kind of goes around in a circle and just like keeps them vibrating so they don't aggregate, but you can't do it too vigorously because that makes them aggregate too. So they're tricky little bastards. So yeah, it's kind of like a blood bank as well. I didn't know that part. That sucks. Because hey, where do you need blood really bad? Probably a war zone. Probably a war zone. You need lots of blood product. I mean, not that they would realistically be able to, you know, supply that, but considering that I'm in a hospital and we generally don't have matching platelets, we typically have to get those from other hospitals. So yeah, if you need platelets in Sudan right now, that sucks for you, because you're not getting them. You're not getting them at all, as even assuming that you could to begin with. Let's see, lab is in the center of Khartoum. So the airport is like literally right in the middle of the city, huh? It's kind of an interesting idea. I mean, it sure looks like there's a lot of development around it. Huh, okay. Conveniently located right next to the military HQ. Nothing weird about that. Let's see, key strategic sites which are being targeted, such as military buildings, are close to critical infrastructure. Yeah, so like all their like important shit is right next to it. Like, you know, it's all clustered together. Fraction of the health facilities in Khartoum are providing services due to a lack of staff, medicine, and other supply shortages, power outages, or attacks. Yeah, I would say being in an open war zone is probably pretty deleterious to good hospital care. Overthrew a power-sharing government in 2021, putting 2 men at the helm. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's not really relevant here. 36 of health facilities in Khartoum are non-functional and another 25 are unresponsive. I cannot believe that the numbers are that low, frankly. Like, I figured that would be just about all of them are non-functional. So I guess the thing to think about is like I sort of alluded to this earlier, is like what does this mean for people outside of Sudan? You know, like, is this a threat? Is this something that we need to worry about? As I mentioned, I think the answer is no. However, that's me, right? I'm not an epidemiologist, but you know, the things that they listed here, measles, cholera, like that's of pretty minimal importance to most of the developed world. But you know, who knows what else is there? Like, they may have other stuff that's a little bit more virulent and not as widely vaccinated against. And that would, you know, maybe potentially be bad, but again, that requires, you know, a fair amount of organization and planning to unleash something, you know, like, for instance, the pandemic, but like COVID is super infectious. It started off in a place of like massive population density, and you know, sort of there was no lockdown, right? Like, there's tons of people in and out of Wuhan all the time, and you know, not a whole lot of people are really in Sudan. I mean, like, you know, it's not exactly like a commerce hotspot, right? Like, unlike Wuhan. Like, Wuhan's one of the biggest cities in the world, I think. So there's just like not the traffic and not the density, population density, that they would need to get this to explode into some sort of like, you know, worldwide issue. But locally it may be a problem. So as mentioned, Khartoum is apparently a pretty decent sized city. So the people there, you know, if they're already sort of starved for resources, like, you know, as the fighting goes on and resources become more and more scarce and health becomes worse and worse, then, you know, maybe having some sort of infectious disease that maybe the populace isn't inoculated against could be a real big problem. So that's kind of an interesting issue. And then again, obviously, like, people who need more specialized things, like the blood products and plasma and, you know, whatever else is stored there, are just shit out of luck, basically. I mean, hopefully they get out, you know? Hopefully they get out, but I'd say chances of that are quite low. Alright, I mean, needing some scarabs. Let's see, minimum stock. So let's see, 6 chaos for 10. I'll take 30. Sure. Boop. Trading in bulk is always an adventure. Usually you have to just message a shitload of people. Like, it would be so nice. I don't know that I really like support fully the auction house style of trading, but for currency and stuff, it would be amazing. So you don't have to do this nonsense. Stop your game and fuck around. Try to like find somebody who actually responds to your whisper. 10 for 15. Sure, I'll do 30 of them. Ah, come on. Wait, did I? No, I already whispered him. Okay. Oh, hey, there we go. Nailed it. That wasn't too bad. Beautiful. Thanks. He's French. I guess I could have said merci, but I would prefer to be a cultureless, ignorant American. Even though I actually used to be pretty damn near fluent in French. Believe it or not. Do I need... I don't know that I need blight scarabs. No, I don't. Okay. So I'll tell you what. We're gonna slap those back in this map device, y'all. Take those out. See if I picked up any maps that I need to do, because I think I did. Yeah, Wharf, yeah. Yeah. Anything else? Bueller? No. Alright. To Discord I go. I do have a Discord, by the way. If you're not there, you should be. Just type !Discord. Or I'll do it for you if you're too shy. Boop. There it is. Join. It's slow. There's not a ton of people there. What, 60-ish probably? Yeah, 67 people, but it's a good crowd. There's plenty of people available to answer stuff and talk stuff through, so hope to see you there. So Bodega Man, I shouted you out earlier. So Bodega Man is an anesthesia resident who is finishing up his intern year, and he's terrified, and he should be. He or she. We're gonna go with he since his name's Bodega Man. But, so this is good. You should be terrified about starting anesthesia. It's very scary. Being solely responsible for someone's well-being is pretty daunting, to say the least. So I feel so clumsy with my hands and lack confidence with any type of procedures. Any advice on how I can prepare? Yes, I have lots of advice, and I typed some of it out here. Basically, that's a common feeling. I felt that way. I felt that way for sure. I was very, I knew what I didn't know, and I knew that I had a lot to learn, and I was like, holy shit, how am I ever going to be able to do this? Like, how am I going to, take care of these people, and, like, I can't be on my own. This is awful. What are they doing? Why would anybody ever let this happen? But you get there, basically seek out people. So medicine has this like terrible habit of, like, in medical education, you just get like routinely and repeatedly thrown into situations that you might technically be ready for, but you're just wholly uncomfortable with. And so, like, for instance, starting a central line in a patient. So a central line is like a big IV, basically. Usually it goes like either in your neck or under your collarbones, sometimes in your groin. But it's like kind of like extra steps to place. It's like a little difficult. There's some tricks to it. And there's a lot of equipment and stuff that you need to be familiar with. Most of the time you use an ultrasound to do it, unless you're doing it under the collarbone, because then you can't really... I mean, you can, I guess, technically use an ultrasound, but it doesn't really do all that much good. But yeah, it's just like this big kit of stuff. It's not like placing a normal IV, where you're just like, oh, here's my IV, I guess I should put this in this vein. You have, like, an introducer needle that you put, like, you kind of gotta seek for the vein, and, like, you stab the vein, you have to draw back, and then, like, run a wire into it, and then you kind of, like, make this little incision around the wire, and then you dilate it so you can actually put the IV in, pull the wire out, and then you have to, like, do all this. There's a bunch of, like, procedural shit that you wouldn't just know unless you've been shown this. And, a lot of times they'll have some sort of, like, workshop or something where they're like, this is how you place a central line, and so now you totally know, right? Go put this into some patient who's actively dying, and everybody else in the room is looking at you, expecting you to know exactly what you're doing, and take care of this in 3 minutes, right? And that's not how that works, man. It's awkward, it's terrible, it's scary. Let's see. fizz as any element. Penetrate LE resistances. Ooh, I don't know that that's worth. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Oh yeah, I need this for completion. Oh shit, that was a bad idea. Whoops. But yeah, all of the things, like the central line is probably sort of like the king of anesthesia procedures in that regard. But it's like, you know, now I can put a central line in, you know, 5 minutes from start to finish. I mean, when we do heart cases, we place something called an arterial line, which is another thing that you kind of have to get used to. And in my opinion, that's actually the most difficult one because it's like the least predictable. And I'll talk about that in a second. Like we do an arterial line and 2 central lines for each of our hearts, and between getting the patient in the room, getting them to sleep, like all their monitors hooked up, my personal goal is to be done in 25 minutes. So that means I need to place 3 lines and get the patient to sleep and all set up in 25 minutes, and I do that pretty much every time. So like after you practice a bunch, this becomes routine, but when you're first doing it, it's just terrifying, and you're still getting used to like being the center of attention, and you know, you're the weak link, you're the one holding everything up. Everybody in the operating room is looking at you because you're slow as shit. And, you know, frankly, if they don't like that, don't work at a teaching institution, because that's just how it goes. Every July and every August, you're going to have new people taking a long-ass time, slowing shit down. And if that's not your cup of tea, then don't be there. And it takes a little bit to, like, gain the confidence to understand that that's how things work in academic medicine. Because at first, at least I guess I'll speak for myself, I felt like, you know, it was like my fault, you know, like I was doing something wrong, or people were like mad at me or something, but they're not. You know, they might be impatient, they might be frustrated, or just like, you know, this resident's an idiot, he doesn't know what the hell's going on. But, you know, so, like, you gotta learn. And it feels really bad at first, but after a while, you just kind of understand that that's part of the game, and they'll get over it. So what you do to get that experience is ideally just I was gonna say shipyard. Ideally what you do is seek out somebody who's older, like a more senior resident that you feel comfortable with, and who will sit there and like proctor you and walk you through. Because sometimes, you know, in addition to just the like actual like rote procedure part of it, there's some tips and tricks that like help you along. So you'll get that experience in a bit more like comfortable, safe, friendly environment than you would if you were just to like wait and have it happen to you. You know, like wait until your patient needs a central line or something. Like if you seek out those opportunities, then it'll be a lot better. It'll go way better for you. And the other thing that you can do is seek out like less generic advice. So basically go talk to older residents and see what, you know, if there's any tips and tricks for success in your, oh, that's pretty good. Wow. Super low ass roll, of course, but still a tier 1 fracture. Cool. Well, we'll keep that. What's that worth? So, interesting. Huh. I thought that would have been a win for sure. Oh well. I'll keep it around, fuck it. Yeah, so basically just seek out advice from your, you know, superiors. Which is what Bodega Man did by asking me. That's, you know, that's kind of, I like doing that. I like being here. I think it's cool that people have the ability to come and ask me what's going on. and, you know, expect some sort of, like, reasonable response. That's pretty okay. Is that craftable? Probably not anything useful, though. Oh. Nope, I didn't mean to pick that up. That's okay. Yeah, so having been an intern for a year, I guess, so one thing that is important is for anesthesia, the way things work, for those of you who don't know, is there are two different types of anesthesia programs. So one is called a categorical program. What that means that you do all 4 years of your anesthesia training at one place. But generally speaking, the first year is not anesthesia, or not, at least not entirely anesthesia. It's like medicine, what they call internal medicine, surgery, you know, either one of the other, maybe a mix of both. It can be anything. It's all over the place. It's just like whatever the hell your hospital wants you to do, basically. And other places which offer advanced programs only offer for the 3 years of anesthesia, and you have to figure out a way to get that intern year in some other way. And there are lots of ways to do that. But that's the short version of the story. So it sort of depends, like your ability to reach out to superiors will be sort of affected by what style of program you're at, right? So like if there are, you know, no anesthesia residents where you're training, clearly that might be a bit of a problem to try to find one. But if you're in a categorical program, then you should be good to go. Like, I always enjoyed it when the interns came and hung out, because they were always, like, basically felt like Bodega Man did. And, you know, they're like, I have absolutely no freaking idea what I'm doing. You know, I've just spent my year in internal medicine. Oh, yeah, and so one of the catches of that year of training is that you're expendable to whatever service you're on, right? Because they don't give a shit. They know that you're leaving in a year. And as long as they don't just, like, blatantly just ridiculously abuse and misuse you to the point where, like, they get some sort of, you know, program sanction, they don't really give a fuck. So they'll work you long hours and, you know, basically just give you non-educational opportunities and things like that, make you do all their grunt shit work. So that's unfortunate. What the hell? Go away. Ooh, what is that? Oh, just a universal socket. That is not interesting. That is probably also not interesting, but I'll throw it in a stash tab regardless. You, sir, get to juice up my sweet ass bow. And I'm not gonna do lethal on this, because I don't want to get my ass kicked in a map that I actually need for completion. Oh, maybe I should achieve that. There we go. Oh, well, hey, so much for that idea. I fucked up, guys. I fucked up, as per usual. But you're not watching this stream for quality gameplay. Else if you are in the wrong place. So yeah, residency is a really scary time. Just subjectively, I remember being... Oh, fuck, bad time to adjust. I remember my first, you know, experiences in the operating room, and it's a totally different environment than even other places in medicine. Things are much more fast-paced, people are much more direct and, like, curt and short with you. So that sort of amplifies the feeling of unfamiliarity and, you know, newness and incompetence that you have for yourself. So it's a really scary time. For us, they had us, like, kind of paired up with other residents for the first month, I think. So that sort of eased the blow a little bit. But it's still, like, it's still freaking scary. And you guys are kind of, like, bouncing stuff off of each other. Don't really know what the hell's happening. 6 flash charges. Ah, Scorch. I don't want to be scorched when I'm hit. But I do want duplicated items. But yeah, again, it's like, you do get used to it with experience. And if you really try to do the things, like at first you're gonna kind of, you'll struggle with all the procedural stuff. So like how to set your room up, what drugs to get, what sort of equipment you need to do which cases, and all that sort of thing. So that's real hard. That's a hard hurdle to get over when you're just like so overwhelmed and confused by everything. It's very difficult to try to like get a checklist together and just, you know, cross all your T's and dot your I's, right? And that's really what you should be doing and focusing on at the beginning. After that, then you can start focusing on how to do the littler stuff, you know, like individual procedures and, you know, how to, like, honing your skills, getting better at stuff. So, like, epidurals. My first epidural took me, like, 45 minutes to do in a perfectly healthy, normal girl. And now, like, the epidural placement itself takes, like, 6 minutes most of the time. And I'm pretty good at epidurals. I'm actually, like, really fast at it. I would say most people it's 10 minutes, though. Or less. But you add in the charting, like documentation probably takes me another 6 to 7 minutes, honestly. So all told, it's a bit of a... It's still not a fast, or not a slow experience, you know, like... 45 minutes is insane. Absolutely insane amount of time to take for a routine epidural. But... Again, like, I found out real fast that being good at epidurals was my way to get more sleep. And so I was like, well, shit, I'm going to be good at this because I like sleep. And therefore, I'm going to be freaking good at this. And so I did it. Yeah, I'll play some Tetris and Igneous Geode. Let's see. Remove a crucible passive tree from a non-unique item. Okay, that's nice to have. Not for this bad boy, though. Holy shit. Holy shit. Super excited for that bow. Could you tell? But yeah, best advice is to get the like ultra basics down first and make it like as rote as possible. You know, so like your machine check, your setup of, you know, all your drugs and stuff like I was talking about. And maybe have a list of, like, cases that you know you're going to be doing. Like, if they start you on... So, generally how an anesthesia rotation works in residency is you do stuff by months. So, like, you'll do a urology month and an ortho month and, you know, all of those things sort of have their particular cases that they're associated with. And so you can, you know, maybe make a checklist of all the things that you need to do, a cystoscopy or like a spine case. That's a pretty advanced case for a, you know, just starting CA1, but you know what I mean. So you kind of like get a feel for what your schedule is going to be and then just kind of plan it out. And it's super awkward and time-consuming and laborious, but it becomes much, much, much easier as you do it. And like, eventually you'll be knocking that shit out, not even thinking about it. Yeah. This trash. Wonderful.
Celerim.
Celerim. Well, in any event, I wish you luck. Residency is a freaking shit show. So, I don't envy you that. But you did pick a good profession, that's for sure. Oh. Yeah, yet again on Reddit there's a discussion of There's somebody, I was just reading before I started this stream, some guy was, for some reason, sort of low-level accusing people, like other physicians, of being part of the reason that pediatrics is paid poorly. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm gonna go and have a look at that, because, suffice it to say, I disagree with his take. Mostly disagree with his take. I cannot remember where that was. I think it was in residency. Another word from a pediatrician. Here it is. This has become... Oh no! He deleted it. So, I wish this was still up, because basically he was talking about how, like, other physicians say, like, oh, pediatrics. So for those of you who don't know, pediatricians are, like, easily the lowest paid physicians. We can see that here. I always keep this up because I love looking at these numbers. These are salary numbers for physicians, by the way. Boop, boop, boop. So, pediatrics, general. So, this is, I believe this is the Midwest. So this is median 70th, or 75th and 95th or 90th percentile. So 240 versus, like, pediatric anesthesiologist, I think that's actually low, 430. Then, like, everybody else makes way more money than that. That's the short version of the story. Is they are compensated very badly, right? And so this guy's argument was that basically, like, other physicians are, you know, sort of holding pediatricians at fault for not advocating for themselves, which is 100% true, because pediatricians don't advocate for themselves very well. Like, they're routinely, like, if you find a person who is like, well, you know, money isn't everything, and I went into medicine, this is one of the things that he said, like, basically, we're told not to go into medicine for the money, and that's exactly what I did. Like, did you? Like, well, yeah, not just for the money, but I went into medicine to have a steady job that pays me 6 figures, like, guaranteed. Fuck yeah, I did. You kidding? Like, I wouldn't go through this bullshit, all the residency nonsense and 8 years of debt and getting browbeaten for, you know, for nothing. It's, you know, we're not all just, like, passion-driven, live-to-work jackasses. Like, yeah, I want a good salary. Sorry. But yeah, pediatricians routinely are near the top of the heap in terms of job satisfaction. And, I mean, you would kind of have to be, right, to, like, deliberately slash your earning potential by 50% or more. But yeah, so you can tell how this thread went, basically. Let's see some of the responses. Let's see. False dichotomy that paid physicians wanting fair compensation is greedy and only in it for the money. Exactly. Yeah, it's not wrong to want to be paid well after the sacrifices we make. Exactly. So, yeah. So that's basically the OP fell into the trap of, you know, bleeding heart, you know, passion play kind of nonsense, which is part of why doctors are making as little as they do. When I know that's an insane statement to make when you see these numbers. But man, when you have to take out $500,000 in loans, and a lot of people do, I did that. You know, upwards of $500,000 in loans and spend 7+ years of your life just to make this, and you know, those are hard years too. It's not just years. Like, you're getting your ass pounded the entire time. Like, to do that and not be, like, compensated is awful. And, it, like, the government is constantly reducing reimbursement, like, so how much we make for doing procedures and visits and stuff. Constantly reducing that, which makes zero sense, because inflation is, you know, for the last couple of years was, what, like 10% a year or something? So yes, by all means, let's cut how much money goes into the healthcare system. That makes sense. Thanks, government. But anyway, oh, could I... Let's kill a Hydra. We kill a Hydra? Probably not with those mods, but let's give it a go. Nope. Nope, I need exposure. God, get rid of the exposure. That's like half my damage. Always ignites. Ooh, I don't know about the poison on hit. I think my chaos res is kind of shite. Yeah. Man, I'm spending a lot of currency on this map. Not sure I care for that so much. Can't regenerate. Ellie weakness. Okay. So yeah, it sucks. Like, basically, people like this guy, are a big reason why physicians get shit on, and there's, like, huge administrative bloat in medicine and in healthcare. It's because we don't, as a whole, advocate for ourselves at all. Like, we're bad business people, and, like, we're easy to push around. Like, our standards have been set so low for, like, job quality over the years that it just, like, it doesn't occur to us when we're being shit on. And venture capitalists and, like, you know, private equity are like, oh my god, this is the most exploitable profession in the world, and they are doing it, man. They are going to town. And they are making so much money, it is just unbelievable. But yeah, I always find those posts very troubling. They just eat the Kool-Aid, man. And like, I don't want to make this sound like I'm hating on pediatricians, because I do talk about how much pediatrics sucks on this stream a lot. But it sucks because it just gets no respect. And they're like, probably, that's like one of the most difficult professions in medicine for many reasons. Like, you know, a lot of kids just freak out and you can't, like, examine them well. And a lot of times they have, like, these crazy ass, like, zebra rare conditions and stuff that you know, don't see as much in adults. And then there's, you know, parents are dicks. Like, they're stressed out because their kid's sick and they don't know how to handle it. Like, it's, you know, sometimes, like, with babies, it borders on vet medicine where they, you know, there's, like, they can't tell you what's wrong. You just gotta figure it out. And they scream their freaking heads off whenever, oh, cool. Or you come near them, and it just, like, it's so hard. And, like, the way pediatrics is set up, like, logistically, they're just clinic rats. I mean, they're seeing, like, 50 patients a day. Can you imagine talking to 50 people a day and, like, trying to come up with complex medical plans for them? That is absolutely bonkers. And yeah, and yet they make half as much money as I do. I don't get it. I just think that's freaking criminal. But as long as, you know, we have people that are like, oh yeah, you know, I would do this job for free. Like, well, dude, you're going to. You are gonna do it for free with that attitude, I promise. Let's see. I need that. Use tower. Hey. You guys back the fuck off. Boop. Boop. And boop. Ow. Well, I'm trying. Damn it. You don't let him reach the purification button. You can fight too. Get off my face. Yep, gotta recharge that energy shield. I hate those freaking lightning storm bastards. There we go. Dude, the stun lock is real. I love this. Love this strategy. Right. Yay! I destroyed it. Oh, it's not a headhunter. Such disappointment. Boop, boop. What is that allocated with? Oh yeah, I forgot I had another one with that had a anoint on it that I just fucked up. Bummer. I just like randomly sold that.
Too much clutter.
Where are you, June? I guess I'm gonna probably have to burn a portal to go back. Boo hiss. Oh yeah.
Exile.
Don't really care, do I? Nope. Sure don't. I mean, I guess I have most of the anoints. The anoints. Unveils. Shit. So this is, what is that? Cast damage blind, cast when stunned, huh? Okay, that doesn't seem very good, but sometimes people come up with these like weird ass builds that become massively popular, and I sell the item that's a keystone to it. Retribution. Oh, that's a good node. Alright. Energy shield. 56 inch. Is that worth anything by itself? Hey, stop it. Okay, we'll put that up for Tinsy, see what happens.
Be
What is that? Immortal flesh? That's not awful. I like just kind of sticking stuff in tabs that are more valuable than they are, and just seeing what happens. Let's see. Do I want to... Yeah, I guess I'll just trade for one of those. Yeah, they're not expensive.
Who wins?
Thank you.
Eyes when I'm ready.
Superior molten shell. Ooh, that's a lot of shitty scarabs. But I will take them. First side pelt. Okay. Ooh, lighted map. That's nice. I like light. I should start doing more blighted maps. I actually bought 30 of them to run. And I failed a disturbingly large amount of them. Like, probably failed like 7 or 8 of them. Which is super stupid. But I mostly just didn't know what I was doing. Hey, it's the rainbow. What is all of this? Ball orb and duplicated? Yeah, I don't really want to be targeted by... meteor. Oh, that's a ritual. Oh, okay. Well, that's a problem. Why did I not see this? Yeah. Boop. So my wife and I have a 4-month-old, well, almost 5. And my wife and I were talking about how the shit people used to have babies. Because we're doing all this ridiculous stuff to take care of our kid. You know, like sleep training her and feeding her constantly. And she's like, how did cave people do this? This is insanity. Well, I guess a lot of them died. a lot of moms and a lot of babies died. That was just kind of how it went. I mean, you think about all of the things that are marketed to us as like necessary for babies these days, like, and the converse is like how many things are, you know, forsworn as fatal. Like, we had a thing that we put my son in, who's 6, to sleep in called a rock and play. It was like industry standard, man. Like every freaking parent I knew had a rock and play, and that's just like what you put your little baby in. And then they're like, no, God, don't put your kid in the rock and play. They will instantly burst into flames and die a heinous, painful death. You can't do that. And they were recalled because kids were like suffocating in them. They were like doing like this, like squishing their airway basically. Do I want this? Yeah. Ooh, that was probably a bad idea. But that's okay. I got away with it. But yeah, we're just like force-fed all of these things that we need for our babies. You have to have them. And it's all disposable bullshit, basically. It's all crap. It's all poorly made, you know, and a lot of it's stuff you use for a couple months tops and then throw away. Because it's in, you know, a lot of it you can't sell because it's like, you know, personal stuff, you know, like that doesn't necessarily wash well or transfer to others well. So you're just sort of stuck with this, you know, Fisher-Price nonsense that's terrible and breaks. I mean, it's they know that it doesn't have to last more than 2 or 3 months, and they make it accordingly. Herding animals used to help with babies post-cave days? Really? Is that for real? That'd be pretty cool. What's going on tonight? By the way, for real? Okay. Go figure. I did not know this. This is why I talk about things that I don't think about. I don't think about normally. It just seems so insane that, like, you know, like we've done the, you know, bougie white person thing, you know, hired like a sleep coach and all this, you know, extraneous crap. My freaking 4-month-old has a physical therapist. Like, what the hell is that? But yet here I am. Here I am. Yeah, back in, like, you know, the covered wagon days, like, this girl would be long dead. Long freaking dead. I don't know what I'm doing. And yet somehow all these kids survive. Lose 6 flask. I don't know if I can do that one. It's over here. That boss gains consecrated ground. Ooh, yeah, for 4 Vol Orbs, I don't know. I don't know if I want the Hydra dropping consecrated ground everywhere. Yeah, I don't think I can justify doing either of those. Gosh, I sure hope I click on one while I'm doing this ritual. So yeah, we're soft, guys. We're super soft. Even though we don't have like a, 50% mortality rate anymore. We're still soft. You know, the weird thing is, like, the US's, like, fetal mortality rate is not really that awesome. Despite all of the, technology and stuff that we have, we kind of suck. We're not very good. All the, like, C-sections, we do and stuff, it's not really making us much ahead of the game there. Which I think is kind of weird. I'm not sure why that would be. Not in tune enough with that world to give you a good rundown of why we're not as cool as we probably should be. Whew. Man, my upper body, damn, carrying a baby is a ridiculous workout.
Well, exile.
Which is good, because I haven't been to the gym for a long-ass time. Boggin. Mini dentures so scare much about. Yeah, that's about right. Full damage to spells. That seems pretty good, huh? Okay. I mean, that's a decent helmet. I don't even want a chance throwing that other thing on the ground. I'll toss that, because I don't need that. Oh, shit. Boop. June, where'd you go? Oh, there she is. Unveil. Boop. Alright. That's shitty quiver. You go back on the ground where I got you. Oh. But yeah, just like anything else, it seems like there's a huge, like, marketing push for baby gear. And we just, like, fall for it hook, line, and sinker every time. Because we're idiots. Not one of the fancy ones, unfortunately. Wait, what was it? Resistance dead and see its mods. Enrages as life lost. Well, let's just make it lose life really fast then. How about that? Oh yeah, there's 2 of them. Whenever they have a shrieking essence, they duplicate. Nah. Not good enough. Alright. Next. So, I guess I am getting that, huh? Oh, I've already brutal. Yep. I'm not gonna push it farther than that. Not on this map. Yeah, check the difficulty difference though. So much easier on brutal than it is on lethal. My god. I forgot what the other mods on this were. So there's brittle and then... Oh yeah, the increased fizz. Yeah, that's crazy. That's so good. Alright, where are you gonna go? Oh, backtracking. Yay, everybody's favorite. This is why everybody hates Abyss. Because it does this shit. Ooh, I got my level. That is great timing. Makes you, like, run back the way that you came sometimes. But I do not mind that. And it's actually been pretty good loot. I found some really good jewels in Abyss, and I'm like hardcore into it. I've spent lots of points, and I'm in the like wandering zigzag path thing at the top of the Atlas tree, where you spend like 15 points in just like random Abyss buffs. So at some point I'll probably start using winged scarabs. At that point it's not right now. Come on, dude. Go away. There you go. I want my corrupted jewels. And the corrupted jewels seem to they sell a little bit better than I expected them to. Alright, I'm gonna drop this crap off.
You encountered the envoy?
I encountered the envoy. What? Yes.
Salomon.
All you cheap-ass scarabs, get in my inventory. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if that's worth anything. Nope. Oh well. Tried to get rid of those those messages, but it was not to be. It was not meant to be. Awakened Sextant? Question mark? Okay. What can I put on this to make it better? Evasion? What else goes on there? I don't know if any of that's worth it. Did I put this on here? Okay. Yeah, whatever. 5C tab with ye.
When I'm ready and not before.
Alright, let's see how it goes against the Hydra. What's that? I have no idea what that is. Probably means I've never found it before, so maybe that's a good thing. Oh, Glow to Defiance, okay. With a really terrible roll. Excellent. Excellent. How much is it worth? Not much. Cool. Still, I will take 5 chaos. Yeah, so we were talking about the baby thing because my wife was musing that like one of the reasons that women have like decreased sex drive while they're breastfeeding, other than being massively sleep deprived, of course, is that like, you know, biologically it makes more sense to divert all of those nutrients to your existing baby. Minions gain armor. Yep. Considering I don't care about that, I think we'll go for it. But yeah, that just it makes me wonder how that was ever even achieved when like humans were struggling for food. Apparently the herding animals that we talked about, they got to meet an untimely end to feed Junior. Yeah, it's just sort of nuts that that, like, works out. And yet here we are, like, obsessing over, you know, is our baby sleeping the right way? Is she eating the right stuff? Is it time to do this? Are we gonna kill her if we run in the room every 5 seconds while she's asleep? The answer is yes, of course we will. Buy this product.
Rate is just the word.
Make sure that that never happens.
Strategic knowledge.
I have a safe house to run, it seems. Okay, that's the good bow. The good bow. Okay, I don't need those really.
Thanks to your hard
Uh-huh. Unveil items. Damage bow skills. Alright. Get out my inventory.
Celerin.
Oh, you know what? I forgot the Hydra's probably gonna drop a bunch of stuff. Where you at, Hydra? Is this you? Sweet. Let's go. Oh, you know what? Diablo style, man. Diablo 2 style. Oh shit, am I gonna fight the Hydra in a freaking ritual? That does not sound like a good idea at all. Can I take that? I can. However, it does interrupt my channel. Where'd you go? There you is. Oh, ouch. Okay. Didn't see that. Bummer. Oh, I guess I should sell shit real quick. Not this.
Job never ends.
I'll put that in there. Maybe it's valuable to someone because of how terribly it's rolled. Unholy Might for... Yeah, let's see. Life? Chaos spell damage. Ah, that might be worth something. Okay. Okay, okay. To avoid bleeding. Well. Why don't we put that up for 20 chaos and see if anybody wants it. Kaboom. Oh, that was a bad idea. Didn't realize I had
Thanks to your hard work.
an unveiled amulet. Or a veiled amulet, I should say. Oh, there we go. A craft that I won't ever use, but at least it's a new one. Ow. Eh. Some fancy dancing there. Die. Did she die? No. Ow. Ah. Jesus. Stop it. Just die. There we go. Okay. Fragment. Form tower. Convening wand. Sure. Yep. I don't know if any of these are actually the Imperial staff. Let's see what these are. I haven't dealt a crit lately. Yeah, nope. Trash. 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 Shaper, level 85. Is that worth anything? Nope. Okay. This 18 ballista totem? Okay. It's kind of bizarre. But, okay. So, for my next trick, I'm gonna do something stupid. But, since I don't have any experience to lose, might as freaking well. I will be really mad if the Hydra shows up like super early on in this. But I just have to run around dodging her the entire time. which I guess is kind of what I'm doing anyway, so never mind. Okay. Well, that was underwhelming. Okay, what do we get? Okay. What's that? Iron Will. I wonder if I just want to re-roll this. I don't really see a whole lot that is useful to me. I'll take that. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever. 54 dex. A flooded mind map? Yeah, probably not. I'll just clear those out. Well, I guess I should have picked that. Shit. What is wrong with me? Confirm. Alright. Well. Kill the Hydra. I did it. I did it. Yay! So let's see. I really want an Enlighten. I need to get an Enlighten. So I can have Discipline. That'll help my durability quite a bit. Enlighten support. Level 3, please. Oh, it's so much money. Fuck. So that's gonna be 189. I'll have 50 chaos left over. Ah, do I want to do that? Yeah, I guess I do. Oh, I forgot to reprice all my shit. Oh well. Yep. I'm sure this guy's getting spammed right now. So I probably won't be able to buy this anyway. But I can at least look cool. Look like I was like, oh, the sacrifice. Oh, yeah, that's good. Reflect physical and elemental damage. Yeah, I think I might be re-rolling that one. Oh, no shit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 189. There you go. So I bet this guy's gonna try to scam me. Watch. We'll have to watch. Make sure this is a level 3 Enlightened. It is. Okay. Oh, shit. That's... Wait, 1, 2... Oh, sorry. Sorry, missed one. My bad.
When I'm ready and not before.
I'm the scammer, I guess. My bad, dude. Okay. Much better. Can't scam a scammer, I guess. Oh no. Okay. Let's get this all figured out. Thank you for the Enlighten. Let's see. Clarity can go away. And I need... Arcanist Brand, Flame Surge. Where's... What the fuck? Where are my auras? So confused right now. Okay, there's Purity of Elements. That goes there. Where's Determination? There's Determination. Okay, maybe I should, why was I looking for a blue gem? I'm tripping. Okay. Discipline, Determination, and... Enlighten. So now, I get 4 auras. Oh! And that, let's see. How much energy shield does that give me? I think it gave me like 900 energy shield. 700. Not bad. Not bad at all. Cool. Too bad that I don't really have any way to regenerate that. But that's okay. Okay, definitely don't want any of those things attached to Arcanist brand. Huh. Okay. How to fix that problem? So clarity is fine. Skeletons, fine. Those are all taken. That's all together. So I guess I just need 3 links? I wonder... Arrogance, huh? I wonder if it'd be easier to get 3 blue on this. And then just have everything that goes here and this. Let's try that. Well, that certainly turned out to be pretty easy. Okay. Okie doke. And that needs what? Early weakness, Arcanist brand. Where's Flame Surge? Where you at, Flame Surge? There you are. Okay. Some skeletons can go there. So I need 2 reds in that. Well, that was probably the right call, considering that took me a grand total of 2 chromatic orbs. Yeah, there it goes there. Publication. Sweet. Okay, now let's turn my shit back on. Okay, that's clarity. I don't believe I will ever turn that on, but you never know. Alright, are all my hotkeys the same here? Convocation, sweet. Sweet. Alright, let's go do the safe house while I'm thinking about it.
Thanks to your help.
I always forget to do these things. What do I want to do with my point? I don't believe there are any jewel slots nearby. I've used all of them. So really the only way that I could do this was through a large cluster jewel. Which I could, well, I have one. But I could get a better one pretty easily. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. So I would need a bunch more points to make that work. Might have to do a little bit more in-depth diving than I'm really willing to do right now to figure out if that's worth it. Huh. Yeah, because I'd really like to get... I have a jewel with Primordial Bond on it for the golems. I'd really like to use that. That's probably it, yeah. Primordial Bond is really good for me. Really, really good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. Yeah, there are certain setups of Jewel with like various skills on them that make Primordial Bond kind of like move to a more advantageous place. And I think in any event I'm gonna need to level up a few more times to make that useful. So Maybe we'll just say screw it and
Thanks to your
oh, damn it. Ricci, Riker, and some rando. Cool. We can do that. Let's see. Uh-oh. Missouri judge temporarily blocks limits on gender-affirming care for trans youth. Great. That's fantastic. Proud to be from Missouri. We're just hanging on to the 1600s as much as we possibly can. Yeah, this is more like what typical mapping looks like. Just kind of running through shit, summoning golems and blowing them up. There we go. We've gone too far. We're finding I can't go back through. Hey, you die. There you go. I have no idea what my damage per second is right now. I'm not checked it, but it's high. It's a lot. Probably. I don't know. I bet you fully charged up. It's probably 8, 9 million, something like that. And it'll be a lot higher when I get to Flame Surge and Arcus brand up. Really need some Chaos Resistance. Corrupted Blood immunity would be great, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Not really willing to spend that kind of currency on gems.
I will hang your head on my belt as count.
You know, that's creepy.
Tell him one. Show me the might of those ancestors.
There you go. See you later, Hawker.
Me.
That's a lot of ignite damage. Nice. Die. Go away. Ooh. Oh, that's got potential. Okay. Nice. That actually might even be something that I would use. Interrogate, get in my prison, bitch.
Imprisonment is for slaves, not warriors.
Well, maybe you're a slave now. Okay. Lighted Scarab, that seems a bit anticlimactic. Ah. Let's see. Lots of scarabs in here, huh? Alright, what do I got here? Some slightly less shitty scarabs. Cool. I'll take that. Alright, June. Give me something good, girlfriend. Give me something good. Oh, actually, you know what? Is this... This is a prefix. What should I block? I guess I should block something mana related, right? There we go. Jewelry, amulets. What's the most common thing? I mean, I'm sure it's mana, right? Yeah, mana's super common. Okay, so I'll block mana. And in case you're wondering what that means, it basically means I'm going to craft mana onto this. Oh no, I'm not, because it's full of prefixes already. Oh, shite! Okay, well, hopefully it doesn't spawn any mana-related things. I would really like to eliminate that as a possibility, but that's okay. Hey, there it is. Guess that's gotta be strike range, huh? Barrage speed and damage. Oof. shoot, that's a tough one. I don't know, maybe we'll do crouch speed. Yeah, do that. Okay. I pulled the trigger. I fucking did it. And then we'll craft something on here.
War nights.
What am I gonna craft? Spectral wolf on kill. This seems like a good bet. So maybe Dex and Int. First off, let's see what this is as it stands. Probably a fair bit. Okay. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, why don't we do Dex and Int? Okay. Now let's try it. Boop. Huh. I'm curious what this is. Interesting. Well, that seems like a pretty freaking good amulet. Maybe I should pick that up. Yeah, why do we do that? Seller's not online. Holy shit, okay. Fuck. Well, this might be a lucrative prospect for me here. I accept your trade request. Thanks. Cool. Now we get to craft something sweet ass on here. Where'd it go? There it is. Maybe max energy shield? That'd be pretty cool. Sure. Max energy shield. Now, what are you worth, friend? And 92 dex. That's a lot. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, I'm happy with that. Okay, you get life. Oh, why was I already in the crafting bench? What the fuck is my problem? Suffix modifier. Are there any crappy ring suffixes I want to block? That one I can't actually block. I don't know if this is really worth looking at, but just for my education, I'll see. Regenerate life per second, huh? But I think the one that I can craft is a prefix. Alright, hell with it. I kind of wish there was a feature where things that you could unveil were highlighted. Shock when you focus, huh? So either strength and int or cold and chaos res. I bet you that's more useful. Anything else I need to unveil? Yep. Ooh, quality of socketed gems. That's a good one to hit. Oh, the post-nasal drip is real. Mind throwing speed. Cool.
War nights.
This gets life put on it. My third speed is quite desirable, as I understand it. It's still not worth anything. Should I waste 4 elks? Why not? Yeah, sure. Somebody will give me 5C for that, I betcha. I betcha. That needs life as well. Okay. Price check. Oh, that's rather nice. I don't know if that's a divine. Maybe we'll put it up for 100. We'll say 120C. See what happens. And this was what, 100-ish? I mean, that actually, do I need that? I might use that. I mean, it's better than the one I have. It's looking a lot better than what I have, isn't it? Basically a direct upgrade. Let's see, 4269, 3631. Yeah. Can I still use all my stuff? I can. Huzzah! Alright. Well, that'll do. That'll do. That, I don't remember how much that was, but we're gonna say 80. 80 chaos. And then these were, what, 10? Yeah, we'll put them in 10 and see what happens. Okay. ADC it is. Alright. Well, folks, I think I'm going to call it a night. I am coughing a lot, and I'm freaking tired because I got murdered on Monday night. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hopefully you had a good time. I will be back on Sunday, or at least that's the plan. I'm Milkman now. I will catch you guys soon. Take it easy. Have a great week.
Warm nights. Hello.